Now, before you check under the couch cushions or tear through your junk drawer like a man on a mission, stay with me, because this video might just be your $1,000,000 roadmap. This is not just another video about coins. This is about unlocking hidden wealth that might already be sitting in your pocket. You'll discover how a simple penny can change your life and how ordinary people just like you have done it. I'm talking to you, the hardworking, down-to-earth American between 30 and 70 who's sick of struggling, tired of letting treasure slip away, and ready to cash in on real value hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving into the rare and mysterious world of the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, one of the most misjudged and overlooked coins in circulation. We'll cover everything: how to identify it, why it's so valuable, and how you can turn one into a small fortune. And just when you think you've got all the info, boom, I'm going to drop a twist that most collectors don't even know about. So pour yourself a cup of coffee, lock in, and maybe, just maybe, get ready to rethink everything you know about the change in your pocket. Let's rewind for a moment. The year is 1998. The internet is just taking off. Gas is $1 a gallon. Titanic just won 11 Oscars. And while most people were busy panicking about Y2K, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia accidentally produced a small run of Lincoln pennies without their standard P mint mark. Sounds harmless, right? A simple oversight. But here's the thing: that missing mint mark turned out to be a jackpot for collectors. This penny looks exactly like any other in your change: copper-plated zinc, Lincoln on the front, the memorial on the back. Nothing flashy, nothing fancy. But under a trained eye, its difference becomes worth 7 figures. Now let me ask you a question most folks don't. They toss them in jars or ignore them completely, but the people who do look, they're finding gold. Well, copper, but you get the idea. Here's what makes this coin valuable: the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's rare in pristine condition. What we call mint state, or MS67 plus condition. That means sharp lines, no scratches, full luster. These near-perfect specimens are the ones commanding insane prices. Now imagine the emotional roller coaster of finding that coin. You're looking through your old piggy bank, or maybe counting change at the diner, and there it is, no mint mark, shining like a beacon of possibility. That's exactly what happened to a retired veteran in Ohio in 2019. He found one of these coins in a drawer and nearly threw it away, but something told him to look closer. He took it to a local coin shop. They verified the coin. 3 months later, it sold at auction for over $1.4 million. 1 penny. 1 drawer. 1 moment. Over $1 million. Or what if right now it's sitting at the bottom of a dusty old coffee can in your garage, next to a few screws and a key that doesn't open anything? You see, the real fear isn't missing out on money, it's missing out on freedom, because that $1.4 million penny? It doesn't just buy stuff. It buys choices: early retirement, paying off debt, helping your kids, living life on your terms. Now that's real wealth. And now, let's shift gears. Let's talk about how you can identify if you've got a 1998 no-mint mark penny worth life-changing money. First, find your 1998 penny. Flip it. Look just below the year. Is there no tiny P or D? That's step 1. Next, look at Lincoln's jacket, especially the shoulder and chest. Is there a sharp, clear detail in the folds? That's a good sign. Don't guess. Use a 10x magnifying glass. If it still checks out, you may have something worth grading, and here's where the real drama kicks in. A coin can jump in value by hundreds of thousands depending on how it's graded. MS65? Maybe a few thousand. MS67? You're looking at 6 to 7 figures. Don't just hope. Don't guess. Get it professionally graded. Use reputable services like PCGS or NGC, because a penny ungraded is just a guess. A penny graded is a weapon. It means the story isn't over. Not even close, because right now, in homes across America, there are people just like you: retired electricians, single moms, veterans, small-town mechanics, who are finding treasure in their old change, and I want you to be one of them. This isn't about being lucky. It's about being ready. You've got the knowledge now. The tools. The vision. The fire. You don't need to dig for gold in the mountains anymore. You've got something better. You've got drawers, boxes, piggy banks, mason jars, glove compartments, all filled with possibility. So here's what I want you to do. After this video ends, I want you to grab your old change. Look for 1998 Lincoln pennies. Separate the ones with no mint mark. Study them. Learn them. Handle them like they're worth $1 million, because one of them might be, and don't stop there, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. Every week, we uncover hidden $1 million coins hiding in plain sight. You want to retire early? You want to pay off your house? You want to live like the 1% without becoming one of them? It starts with knowledge. It starts with action, and sometimes, it starts with a single penny. Money isn't always made. Sometimes, it's found. Thanks for watching. Check your change. Check your story. And above all, don't miss the wealth sitting right under your nose. What if I told you that a single penny, minted in 1978, could be your golden ticket to $1 million lifestyle? No joke, no fluff. This isn't just some coin collector fantasy, this is real. And here's the kicker: you might already have one of these hidden in your junk drawer, coin jar, or that old coffee tin you haven't opened since Reagan was president. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny, a coin that has shocked experts, stunned collectors, and turned average Americans into overnight millionaires. You're going to learn why this coin is worth $1.5 million in today's market, how to spot the difference between an ordinary penny and one that could buy you a house, a car, and still leave you with enough for retirement, and why time is running out. Now let's break it all down, because this little copper coin has a story to tell, and if you're not listening, someone else will cash in before you do. Let's go back to 1978. Disco was fading, gas prices were climbing, and the Lincoln Memorial Penny was still in full circulation. The Denver Mint was working overtime. That year, over 4.2 billion pennies with the D Mint mark were struck. Out of those billions, a handful of pennies came out wrong, or, should I say, right, for collectors. Misaligned dies, double die, obverse off center strikes, and in extremely rare cases, the wrong planchet entirely. One particular specimen, a 1978 D Lincoln penny, was recently graded by a top authentication service. It featured a near-perfect strike with a known mint error, and it sold privately for a staggering $1.5 million. And now, take a breath, I know what you're thinking. Is mine one of those? Or maybe, I threw that exact coin into a vending machine in 1994. Yeah. That sting you feel? That's the fear of lost opportunity. But stay with me, because we're not done yet. If someone walked up to you on the street and offered you $10 for a penny, would you take it? Of course you would. And now imagine that offer going to $10,000? $100,000? Or even seven figures. This is happening right now. Collectors and investors are snatching these coins up faster than ever, and the market? It's red hot. While billions were minted, fewer than a dozen known 1978 DS have surfaced with certified high-grade errors or unusual compositions. And that number isn't growing. In fact, many experts believe more than half of these coins have already been lost forever. The coin collecting world is experiencing a surge. Younger investors, baby boomers, and collectors are battling it out in auctions and private sales. Everyone's looking for the next $1 million penny, and this one has made it to the top of the list. Some 1978 D pennies were accidentally struck using leftover planchets from earlier compositions. Others show strong doubling on Lincoln's eye or the word liberty. These micro errors multiply the value exponentially. You could have the rarest coin on earth, but if it's scratched, bent, or tarnished, the value plummets. Coins graded MS67 or higher, especially with red designation, RD, are the unicorns. The ones that sell for 6 or 7 figures. I'm going to reveal exactly how to tell if your 1978 D penny is worth $1.5 million, or just 1 cent. But before that, let me tell you a quick story. A retired mechanic from Michigan, let's call him Joe, was sorting coins with his grandson. Joe picked up a beat-up old penny and noticed something odd about the D Mint mark and the surface of the coin. Long story short, that penny was appraised at over $1.20 million. He sold it. He paid off his mortgage, bought his dream car, and took the whole family to Italy. And now Joe checks every coin that passes through his hands. You might have this coin sitting in a drawer, or rattling around in your glove box. So how do you know if you've got a jackpot? It must have a clear D under the date 1978. No signs of circulation, sharp edges, no discoloration, no nicks or corrosion. A bright red copper tone, not brown or dark, is what you want. That color alone can double or triple value. Check for any off-center alignment. Inspect the reverse side for fading or die cracks. Some of these coins were struck on a bronze planchet instead of copper-plated zinc. If yours weighs around 3.11 grams, you may have one of the few rare strikes. If you think your penny matches any of these traits, don't spend it. Don't clean it. Don't even breathe on it too hard, send it to a trusted third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. That grade could turn your 1-cent coin into $1.5 million overnight. Don't try to list it on eBay for $12 and free shipping. That's how millionaires miss their moment. These coins are getting rarer every year. The market is moving fast. If you don't act, someone else will, and I don't know about you, but I'd rather be Joe in Italy than the guy who ignored a penny worth of fortune. If today's video opened your eyes to what might be hiding in your home, don't let this knowledge go to waste. Start looking, start learning, start checking every penny like it's the one that will change your life, because it just might. Hit that subscribe button if you want more real strategies for turning pocket change into prosperity. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want help identifying one. And share this video with someone who might have $1 million penny lying around, because wealth isn't always earned, sometimes it's found. You ever find a penny on the ground and just walk past it? What if I told you that dusty old penny you ignored could be worth $1.6 million today? Yeah, you heard that right. Let me ask you something. Have you checked your coin jar lately? The 1962 D. Lincoln Memorial penny could be hiding in plain sight, and if it's the rare one, it might just change your life forever. In this video, we're peeling back the mystery behind one of America's most underestimated treasures, the 1962 D. Lincoln penny from the Denver Mint. What makes it worth more than a beachfront condo in Miami? Why are collectors lining up to pay over $1 million for it? Because what you're about to hear will shake up everything you thought you knew about pocket change. If someone handed you a penny and said it could pay off your house, would you laugh or look twice? This is not just about a coin, it's about freedom, about escaping the rat race, and maybe, just maybe, about turning something forgotten into the ticket to your dreams. Let's go back to where this all began. The 1962 D. Lincoln penny was born during a time of transformation in America. Gas cost 28 cents, and John F. Kennedy was in the White House. But no one could have guessed that one tiny coin, minted by the millions in Denver, would someday spark million-dollar bidding wars. And now here's where it gets interesting. While over 1.7 billion of these pennies were struck at the Denver Mint, only a handful were created with rare and valuable errors, the kind that make collectors' hearts skip a beat. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, deep red uncirculated conditions, and transitional metal anomalies that slip through the cracks and into circulation. And when those rare errors appear, the value doesn't just go up, it explodes. Coming up in a moment, I'll tell you exactly what to look for. But before that, let me share a story, a true one, that might just have you racing to check your sock drawer. A man in Iowa, 62 years old, found an old jar of pennies in his father's barn. It had been sealed shut since 1970. Inside it? A batch of coins, mostly brown and worn. But tucked in the bottom was a 1962 D penny, unusually shiny and sharp. He thought nothing of it until he brought it to a local coin show just for fun. Turns out it was a rare double die obverse, graded MS67 red. That penny sold for $1.6 million at a private auction. Now here's the thing, that man had lost his job 2 years prior. His house was in foreclosure. That penny didn't just save his life, it restarted it. How many of you have coins collecting dust right now? In a drawer, a coffee can, or under your car seat? Still thinking they're worth 1 cent? Big mistake. Let's break down how this coin's value skyrocketed. Only a few known 1962 D pennies feature the double die obverse, where Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty appears slightly doubled. These are worth thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, if uncirculated. Coins graded MS65 to MS67 red are extremely rare. The redder and more pristine the penny, the more astronomical the price. There are only a handful in existence that meet this condition. Historical appeal and collector demand. Collectors love Lincoln cents. But memorial Lincoln cents, especially from the early 60s, are heating up in auctions. And when demand outweighs supply, prices shoot through the roof. Some 1962 D pennies show a transitional alloy error, meaning they may have trace metals not typical of that year. These are once-in-a-lifetime finds and can cross the $1 million mark easily. How to tell if your penny is the one? And trust me, you don't need a magnifying glass or a lab coat. Just a sharp eye and a little insider knowledge. A bright, reddish hue means your penny is possibly uncirculated. That's the first sign of a high-grade coin. Inspect the mint mark and date on your 1962 D penny. Check the D mint mark. Is it tilted, doubled, or unusual? You might be sitting on a double die. Use a 10x loop or macro camera. This helps you catch those tiny doubling errors or die breaks. Those are gold mines in disguise. A genuine 1962D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Any significant difference could mean a metal composition error. Send it to PCGS or NGC. Don't skip this step. Graded coins fetch higher prices and attract serious buyers. Don't jump on the first offer. Use major auction houses or trusted coin dealers. Know your coin's auction history and comparables before you rush off to eBay. No, that guy offering you $5 is not doing you a favor. You're not selling a used toaster. You're selling a piece of American treasure. People chase dreams their whole lives, jobs, stocks, businesses, never realizing the fortune might already be in their hand. This coin, this 1-cent piece, reminds us of something important. Wealth isn't always loud. Sometimes it jingles quietly in your pocket. Whether you're 35 or 70, there's still time to rewrite your story. That penny could pay for your retirement, your grandkids' education, your dream RV. Now here's the twist. There's another Lincoln penny, even rarer than this 1962D, floating around in circulation, completely under the radar, and in our next video, I'll show you which one is being hunted by collectors as we speak and why it's already past the $2 million mark. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe right now. Tap the bell so you don't miss out. Share this video with someone who might be sitting on a life-changing coin and doesn't even know it. The next time you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. It might just be your $1 million miracle. Imagine this. You're digging through an old coffee can of coins in your garage, same place it's been for 30 years. Dusty, forgotten. You slide a penny between your fingers. 1964D, looks ordinary. You shrug, but wait. That small, coppery coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Now ask yourself this: what if you just let that go? What if you tossed it back, never knowing you were holding your fortune? Welcome. This is not just another video about coins. This is about discovering hidden treasure you might already own. You're about to learn why the 1964D Lincoln Memorial penny isn't just a relic of the past, it's a millionaire maker hiding in plain sight. And no, this isn't a fantasy or some collector's pipe dream. This is real. This is now. Stick with me, because in the next 40 minutes, you'll not only learn what makes this coin so valuable, but how to find one, spot a fake, sell it for top dollar, and maybe, just maybe, change your financial future. The truth is, time is working against you. Coins like the 1964D penny are being scooped up every day by private collectors and investors. Some are disappearing into private vaults, never to be seen again. The window to cash in is closing. And there's a silent race happening all over the country between the people who know what they're holding and those who don't. Which side are you on? Let's rewind for a second. It's 1964. The Beatles are exploding, JFK's memory is still fresh in the nation's heart, and the US Mint is working overtime. At the Denver Mint, billions of pennies are struck, among them, a small number of coins with characteristics so rare, they would one day be worth over $1 million because of minting errors, unique die combinations, copper content, and yes, low survival specimens in uncirculated condition. But here's where it gets interesting. The rarity of the valuable 1964D penny doesn't lie just in the date or mint mark, it lies in the details, and most people never even notice them. Quick question. When was the last time you checked your change at the grocery store? Be honest. You probably tossed it in a cup holder, right? Here's the kicker: some folks have found these pennies in loose change, yes, right there at the gas station counter. You could be driving around with a retirement fund stuck under your floor. In just a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes the $1 million version of the 1964D penny different and how to identify it. But first, let's explore why this coin has become the holy grail of modern penny collectors, and why missing your chance to act could cost you more than you think. Not every 1964D penny is worth millions. But some are the most valuable specimens include double die outbursts, off-center strikes, coins with repunched mint marks, and uncirculated, red coloration varieties with blazing luster. But it's not just rarity. It's demand. Collectors and investors want a piece of American history. And when a high-grade coin hits the market, bidding wars erupt. One rare 1964D penny recently sold for $1.7 million. Let that sink in. A 1-cent piece, selling for more than a beach house. So here's the $1 million question, literally: how do you know if your 1964D penny is the one? A crisp, clean strike with nowhere a brilliant, red copper tone doubled features, especially in the word liberty or the date a sharp mint mark with signs of repunching, no post-mint damage. Most importantly, certification from PCGS or NGC. Now if you're thinking, but mine looks old and crusty, don't panic, even circulated coins with minor errors can fetch thousands. Would you throw away a lottery ticket because it had a coffee stain on it? Retired electrician. Lived in Michigan. Spent his weekends hitting flea markets. One day, Jerry spots a bag of old pennies for $5. Buys it. Tosses it on his workbench for 2 years. One snowy Saturday, he sorts them, and there it was. A near mint 1964 D penny with doubling on the date, sent it in for grading. Came back MS66 read that $5 bag? Turned into $1.7 million. I almost gave it to my grandson to feed to his coin bank. That's how close we all are to missing the moment. Here's the truth. Every day you wait, more coins vanish. They get lost, damaged, or locked away. The prices? Rising fast. The demand? Global people in China, Germany, even Dubai are buying American pennies like stocks. Collectors are getting smarter. The market's getting hotter. If you have one of these coins and you don't know it, you're sitting on a burning pile of cash. Now let's talk money. You've got the coin. What's next? Here's your playbook. Don't clean it. Never. Cleaning kills value. Photograph it clearly, front and back. Send it to a reputable grader, PCGS or NGC. Get a second opinion from a trusted numismatist. When listing for sale, use auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Never rush the sale. Let the buyers fight for it. Well, tell that to the guy who sold his 1969 S double die penny for $1.7 million in 2023. Silly doesn't sound so bad now, does it? We're not just talking about coins here. We're talking about mindset. This is about believing that wealth isn't just for Wall Street or Silicon Valley. It could be sitting in your kitchen drawer right now, but it's about paying attention to the overlooked, the forgotten, the pennies of the world. What if I told you the 1964 D isn't the only penny worth millions? What if your 1972, your 1983, your 1992 close AM penny could also be worth a small fortune? Because that's what we'll be covering next. But here's the catch, you have to stay tuned. You've just unlocked one of the best kept secrets in modern coin collecting. The 1964 D Lincoln penny could change your life, but only if you take action. Go search. Go look. And if you find something, get it graded, and when you do, let us know. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss the next $1 million coin reveal. Turn on notifications, because the next video might be the one that puts 6 figures in your bank account. Coins are more than just metal, they're hidden wealth. And it's time you claimed yours.